Welcome to Teachers Out and Loud 2025, a podcast brought to you by students from Teacher Training College in Escobar.
In each episode, we'll explore the world of education from the perspective of future teachers.
Join us as we discuss various topics related to teaching, learning, and the challenges and rewards of this novel profession. Hey everyone, welcome to our podcast. I'm Noe.
And I'm Valen.
Okay, just to introduce ourselves, we are students at the Teachers Training College number 55 in Belén Escobar. Today we're diving into something we don't talk about enough, the student experience.
Not just marks, assignments, or deadlines, but the bigger picture, the journey we're all going through.
Yes, because honestly, being a student is more than just sitting in class and doing tasks. It's more about who we're becoming in the process of achieving our goals.
Exactly. It's like we're always on autopilot. Wake up, go to class, study, do the next assignment, get stressed about the next term test. And we rarely make a pause to breathe in and ask ourselves, where am I now? Where am I going? How far have I come?
You know, that's so true. If I take a moment right now to think about it, I'm not the same person that I was when I started at the teacher training college. Back then, I wasn't completely sure about what I was doing, honestly, and I was kind of nervous. Now, I feel like I've grown up so much, not only in my studies, but also personally, because believe it or not, what we do, academically speaking, has an impact on our personal life.
I feel the same. I remember walking into my first class just terrified. I had all these questions in my head like, am I good enough? Do I belong here? Will I be able to handle this? And honestly, those questions still pop up sometimes, but the difference is I know how to face them better now.
Yes, it's like we have built resilience without even noticing it. Every challenge, every stressful week, every sleepless night studying, it all adds up. And looking back, you realize, wow, I have actually overcome that and I've survived it and learned something from it.
Exactly. But you know what's interesting? We rarely celebrate those wins. We are so focused on what's next and perform what we are asked to do that we forget to look back and appreciate how far we have come.
True. It's like we're always chasing the next thing, the next goal, but sometimes just stopping to notice the present moment is enough, like asking ourselves, am I okay with the decisions I'm making right now? How am I really feeling about what's happening in my life? Nowadays, it is pretty common to hear about the practice of mindfulness, which can basically help us to be present.
And that's such a powerful practice because so much of the change we want in our lives begins with that awareness. If I can identify what's making noise in my life, the stress, the pressure, the doubts, I can start working on it.
Speaking of doubts, let's talk about imposter syndrome.
Oh, yes, that one. The classic, am I really good enough to be a teacher? Am I faking it? Did I just get lucky on that assignment?
Exactly. Like, you can have the best feedback, good marks, or even positive comments from a student, and still there's this little voice inside saying, yeah, but maybe you don't really deserve it.
It's wild how strong that voice can be. But I realize something. The more we name it, the less power it has. Saying out loud, this is just imposter in me talking, kind of makes it shrink.
Totally. It isn't about ignoring the doubt, but about recognizing it for what it is, a thought, not reality. And then we remind ourselves, I'm here because I've worked for it, I've earned this. And again, just try to focus on what you do know and what you can do, without forgetting the aim to improve, of course. But at those moments when you feel overwhelmed, just try to focus on what you know and what you are capable of doing.
And on top of that, I think mental health plays a huge role on how we handle those doubts. If we're exhausted, burnt out, and not taking care of ourselves, those negative thoughts get louder.
Yes, and I think that's something we, as students, often forget. Mental health is not just important, it's the foundation for everything else. Without it, everything we're trying to build just crumbles.
I've been there. You keep pushing, saying, I will rest later. I will relax once I finish this assignment. But later never really comes. And then your body forces you to stop through headaches, stress, or just complete exhaustion.
It's so important to take those small breaks, to breathe, even when we think we don't have time, because at the end of the day, if we're not okay, nothing else works.
Yes, taking care of ourselves isn't a weakness, it's actually strength. It's saying, I matter, my health matters, and if I'm not well, I can't show up fully in my studies or as a future teacher.
And speaking of being future teachers, don't you think this journey shapes us not just for the classroom but as people in general?
Absolutely. I think all the struggles, doubts, and even the little victories prepare us for a life outside of college. We are learning not only how to teach others, but also how to deal with challenges, uncertainty, and growth in our lives. We also shouldn't forget that inside the classroom, especially with kids, we act as a model. So we have to act according to what we want to convey.
I think about that a lot. Teaching is not just about knowledge, it's about connection, empathy, patience. And how can we give that to others if we haven't gone through it ourselves?
Exactly. And that's why it's so important to acknowledge this inner journey. Because when we do, we can show up more authentically, not only as teachers, but as people.
So maybe the real advice for ourselves and for anyone listening is this: don't live on autopilot mode. Take moments to reflect, notice your growth, be kind to yourself when doubts show up.
And remember that you don't have to have it all figured out. You just need to keep moving forward, one step at a time.
Definitely. And following the popular saying, focus on the next step in front of you, not the entire staircase.
Thanks for joining us today and for sharing this little reflective moment with us.
We hope this conversation reminds you to pause, check in with yourself, and celebrate how far you've come.
If this relates to you, leave us a comment. We will love to read you.